Coming up on today's show, we'll be reacting to the new trailer to Spider-Man No Way Home.
We'll go through the newest releases, including Ghostbusters Afterlife, which Luke has seen.
It's real good! And we'll be telling you about a special Christmas offer we've got for you at Cineworld. Hello and welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I am Luke Owen.
I'm Ollie Davis.
Right, are you ready now?
I have genuinely not watched this. It's made me resent doing this show with you because I couldn't watch it when it came. Was it yesterday that it came out?
Yes,
Wednesday?
The trailer came out yesterday, so we're recording this on a Thursday. I had the same thing. And look, I'm obsessed with Twitter as well. Like, do you know how hard it is to go on Twitter, scroll past anytime someone's got a screen grab from this stupid trailer?
I do not know a single thing. The last thing I saw from this world was, "Hello, Peter."
And not only that, there were like supposedly leaked images from this trailer as well.
I haven't seen those either.
And I haven't seen those either. I've heard what they were. So let's see if those.
Well, I haven't even heard what they are.
Well, I can tell you about them.
Okay, I know the rumors. I know the rumors that Andrew Garfield's going to turn up, that Tobey Maguire's going to turn up, other classic Spider-Man villains like Rhys Ifans as the Lizard.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
I do remember that one.
Classic
Yeah.
one. I mean, number one, right?
It's not my. Is it your personal
I think
favorite?
it'd be number one.
Yeah? You think of all the great cinematic Spider-Man villains, it's Rhys Ifans as the
Amazing Spider-Man,
the
yeah, can't beat it.
Yeah. Remember that article you once wrote about the Amazing Spider-Man?
How much I hated it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's watch this brand new trailer right now.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal.
Seen all this so far?
Yeah, it's when MJ found out, it's when he's had a good week. Behind the train.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's
What,
Spider-Man,
you botched the spell?
Botched?
Well, I think it was you, Strange.
we started getting some visitors.
The Goblin.
Okay. Seen this?
Green Goblin on the glider as well.
Full view there.
There's Electro. Black Suit Spider-Man.
That's Doc Ock. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Okay. Well, I'm familiar with all this so far.
Yeah. This is great stuff.
You're not Peter Parker.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto.
They're teaming up! They're teaming up!
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
Oh, wow, cool.
out there. We need to send them back. So,
Because Otto was always a good guy.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple magic words myself, starting with the word please.
please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Trying to get that on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
They're flying out at
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Is he also from?
No, he was in...
Dimension?
We'll talk about that in a minute, but he was in the second movie.
Yes.
Goblin.
Post the P-Creds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
The fight between Spider-Man and Strange. That'd be fun.
Why can't superheroes get along? Even when they're on the same team.
It's like, that was like Stark Tech, Otto Octavius.
Oh,
That was Jamie
Jesus.
Foxx. There's Electro.
Struggling.
I love the Doctor Strange
Willem Dafoe.
visualizations.
Is that the third Green Goblin? The second Green Goblin?
I don't think you can use them anymore.
Lizard,
Sandman.
Sandman.
Oh my god, it's everyone.
There he is, there's the lizards.
Holy crap.
MJ falling, very Spider-Man.
Oh, beautiful redo of the shot from the first Spider-Man.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
And I can't stop him.
Who's coming through?
17th, exclusively at movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
Spider Monday.
So, we've just watched the trailer, but we've also had, there's a bit of a cut there, as they call it in the industry, because someone in our office was just telling us then that that final moment there where the lizard is jumping across, he is not aiming for the only Spider-Man that is on screen. So is this a case that we've got a digitized version of this trailer where they have removed one of the Spider-Men from that shot?
What? But who could the other Spider-Man be?
Well, probably Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, long rumoured. You know what? Watching that trailer...
What if it's Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy as Spider-Man?
That was Venom.
Doesn't make sense. But having watched that trailer,
yeah, give me your thoughts.
All of the villains, which was really, really cool to see. I'm not clamoring for all the Spider-Men as well. Like, I could very quite happily have a Forbidden Door of just villains coming through. As cool as it would be to see on screen with those. On that lizard moment, though, I'm a big fan of that idea because I like anything that could be a thumbnail on YouTube. So, you're going to yellow circle that blank space, right? Yellow arrow.
I'm not sure that's going to be the thumbnail I choose for this.
We've cracked it, guys, on the text of the thumbnail. Me and you.
So overall thoughts, outside of YouTube thumbnails, what are your overall thoughts of the trailer?
First third of the trailer, seen it already, very excited, but nothing new. Middle part of the trailer, yes, Doc Ock and Spider-Man teaming together. That's
so good.
That's all I needed.
Yeah.
So then you add on top of that all the other stuff. But really the bit that got me was Doc Ock and Spider-Man teaming up, because Doc Ock has got one of the best character arcs in all of superhero movies.
Oh, yeah.
In Spider-Man 2. And he works so well because by the end of that film, he's like, you understand his motives, and he's a good guy at heart. He just, like try and rob a few banks and put a lot of people in danger.
Well, it's not his fault that the thing he broke. Like, he specifically put the thing on the arms to stop himself from going mad, and that thing broke.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
Well, he took a few choices that didn't pan out. He should probably take responsibility.
And I think he does.
Yeah, by the end.
By the end.
So I always think of Doc Ock, especially when we see, Hello Peter at the end, you're like, oh, it is evil Doc Ock in fight scene mode. But now this is a more complete character arc through the, 2 decades of other movies. So that feels nice.
So there's been a lot of rumours about this movie. We didn't get them in this trailer. Things like Matt Murdock as Daredevil being the lawyer, the other Spider-Man and stuff.
Rampant speculation.
Well, so those leaked photos?
Okay.
They did have Matt Murdock as Daredevil in the trailer.
What do you mean, Charlie Cox?
Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock.
Oh.
So that was there was that and a photo of the 3 of the Spider-Men standing side by side. So
It could be photo. How legit are they?
That's exactly it, right? Like, it could have just been leaked photos that have proven to be false, or they were leaked photos and then they were like, let's just remove those from the trailer now. Because, this, again, hasn't shown us the Spider-Men all together.
If that's even the case.
If that's even the case. What they have shown us, though, is the thing that I didn't expect from this movie, that I didn't know I wanted, as you pointed out, is that Spider-Man Doc Ock team-up. And that moment when Doc Ock gets the Stark tech into his... I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And there's a line in that trailer that I absolutely loved, which was, what the people that are coming through are ghosts of Spider-Man's past. They're all people that were beaten by Spider-Man who are now looking for revenge on a Spider-Man. And I think that's...
Any Spider-Man.
Any Spider-Man they can get their hands on. Like,
You're not Peter. Oh, but Doc Ock actually would be... I guess Norman Osborn knows that it's Peter Parker who's Spider-Man. He knows what his Peter Parker looks like.
Yeah, as did
So
Doc
everybody
Ock.
else is just, making an innocent mistake of multiverse and identity.
Well, either that, or they've just come through and be like, man, I couldn't kill Andrew Garfield, but this one's a weedy one. Maybe I can kill this one instead. Because, they're all dead, right? They all died in their movies. So are we, taking them from this multiverse at the point just before they died, at the point just before Spider-Man beat them?
What about J. Jonah Jameson?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
J. Jonah Triple J.
He was in the P-creds for the second Spider-Man movie, and now is officially J. Jonah Jameson in the MCU, but was also J. Jonah Jameson in the Raimiverse.
So I always thought, oh, that's a nice bit of casting. They've just brought him back for a new separate continuity.
There's literally no one else who can play that role.
Yeah. But with all of the other stuff that's happening now, Could he actually be some kind
No.
of Silver Surfer
No,
herald of the invasion?
it's actually J. Jonah Jameson
Yes.
is the man who's going to bring forth the multiverse.
Yeah.
Either that, or I want a scene between the MCU J. Jonah Jameson and the Raimiverse J. Jonah Jameson.
Comes through as well.
Yeah.
That would be funny. I mean, they're exactly the same character, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, now we've got 2 of them. What's better than 1 J. Jonah Jameson? 6 J. Jonah Jamesons.
On a podcast. Talking about how much they hate Spider-Man.
The other thing to note from this trailer as well, and I saw one of the things I did see people talking about on Twitter yesterday was like, this film looks like it has too much in it. Like,
It's the third movie.
It's the third movie,
You've done
but
all
also
the groundwork of most character setups.
But there's like 6 to 8 villains now in this movie. I would say all of that stuff in the nighttime bit, in that sort of like, whatever that dome area they were in, that's the final act of the movie. So I think like the Lizard, Sandman, potentially like the Green Goblin and all this sort of stuff, like that is all the final act of this movie. And this is what Sony do with their trailers. They give you the third act of the movie within the trailers, be like, you want to come see this, right? And every time we go like, yeah, I do. It looks like you're doing far too much. And they're like, no.
No, I'm showing you all the tricks.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a few, I can't stop them. It's coming!
So I think we're looking at the first third of the movie is Spider-Man being like, oh, gee, Willikers, I don't want people to know that I'm the Spider-Man anymore. And then he goes to see Dr. Stephen Strange. He's like, gee, Willikers, Dr. Stephen Strange, sir, it'd be really swell if you could make people forget that I'm Spider-Man now. Then the second act is Spider-Man and Doc Ock teaming up together. And the third act is all of the villains coming through, probably then with Maguire and Garfield joining the fray.
Because I can't stop them coming through.
Yeah.
So maybe they come in and they help Spider-Man with Doc Ock, Dream Team, Forbidden Door, etc. Unless Tobey Maguire doesn't come through as good Spider-Man. Because who is the greatest villain but Spider-Man himself?
Comes
Memeing
through
it
down
up.
to emo Spider-Man,
Evil Tobey Maguire
swooping
Spider-Man,
his hair down.
leading the Sinister Six.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, but really, as we all know, that end line there when he's like, I can't stop them, it's the X-Men.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, it's probably the X-Men.
No,
right?
it's Sony.
No, of course, yeah. Well, it's all under the Marvel umbrella now. It's just the X-Men.
I don't think Marvel do
No, you're right.
that.
It's
There's a lot.
the
happening.
Fantastic Four. You're right. You're right. So, I mean, you're excited. The film comes out next month.
It's too soon. Like I said before, pre-pandemic, I'm used to getting a trailer at a Comic-Con and then having to wait 2 years until it comes out.
Yeah.
Like
what DC did a couple of weeks ago.
Like Matrix Revolutions and not Matrix Revolutions. I can see that if I want. Matrix Resurrection. It's happening too soon. So I can't even, my head can't even accept that it's happening next month. I'm very excited.
Out this week. It's finally here. I've waited for this film a long time.
I'm happy for you, buddy.
Thank you. King Richard is finally on the big screen.
Damn it! You did the thing I do. Well done.
No,
you got
no,
me.
yeah, it's Ghostbusters Afterlife, of course. We'll talk about King Richard in just a sec. But Ghostbusters Afterlife, it's here, directed by the son of the original director. It's a family. This is a family movie. It's a film about family and legacy, which is so beautifully mirrored then by the directing choice of this. And it is like, of course, I cried during the trailers. I cried during every single trailer. Like they released, when they first announced this movie, it was literally it was like the Elmer Bernstein score from the original movie and a shot of a car covered in tarp and then lifts up a little bit and reveals the Ghostbusters logo. Cried then. Cried during the first trailer, cried during the second trailer, went to see the pictures, cried again. Only this time in 270 degrees.
In a good way.
Yes, completely in a good
yeah.
way. Yeah, it was just pure emotion and happy tears. And it's gorgeous. The other thing to say about it, like obviously, look at what I'm wearing.
Oh, look.
I am wearing Ghostbusters merchandise. I'm a mark for this sort of thing. Like I am the target audience for this movie. This movie is made for people like me, but I don't think it's just for me. I think families can go and see this movie because like it's catching ghosts. And what's not fun about that? Like it's still it's still people catching ghosts, and that's what the appeal of the first one was watching people trap these ghosts in these sort of very fun ways. And kids will enjoy that as well. So I think this is a film that is just like pandering to fans of the original. Though there is a lot of like Easter eggs and stuff in there for the original. It is very much like anyone can go and enjoy this film.
Oh, and the eye candy. Paul Rudd.
I thought you were talking about Stay
Sexiest-
Puft.
He's okay. Sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heading up another blockbuster movie.
Oh, when he made the announcement that he was joining the film as well, and it was just him standing outside, Hook and Ladder 8. Oh, wonderful stuff. And he's terrific in the movie. Like, the whole cast is really, really great in the movie. And, like, it's everything that I wanted it to be and more. So a friend of mine was talking about this film the other day, and he said that if this film had come out before the pandemic, which is like it was supposed to, it was meant to come out last year, he said if this had come out before, I might have been more critical of the movie because, you know, it's Ghostbusters 3. I want this, and this. But, like, now that we've gone through this pandemic, what I really want is comfort viewing. And that, it was that for me. It was everything I wanted to be. It was this big hug in a mug. But also, it's just this brilliantly, wonderfully fun adventure. I cannot recommend it enough. But if catching ghosts isn't your thing, you can go and check out King Richard, which we had an unlimited screening for just the other week. So shall we read out some of the reaction that we had from that?
Why not? Dave Billingsley, I'm not a tennis fan in any way, shape or form, but I found myself transfixed. Brilliant performances by all the cast, led by Will Smith at his best. Whether it's been released too early for Oscar to pay attention remains to be seen, but it would be absolutely deserving of it.
Memento Mori says, brilliant and heartwarming film. Loved the accuracy of the casting. Fantastic performance from Will Smith as per usual. Loved it. Definitely check it out if you can.
Karen Woodham, brilliant film. Will Smith was great in his role and the rest of the cast certainly brought the story to screen. Well worth checking out when it gets its release in cinemas.
Mandy said, absolutely incredible, sensational film. Loved it. Love unlimited card and screenings because we see films I normally would miss.
And Josh Barton says, #King Richard is an absolute triumph of a sports film. A story about believing in yourself to make it to the top. This is the best Will Smith has been in years, and Sania Sidney gives him a run for his money as Venus Williams. Loved it.
And you can also check out this week Spencer the Eternals, Dune, Venom Let There Be Carnage, and No Time to Die. I think we know what my pick of the week is, but have you got anything? Are you going Ghostbusters Afterlife? Are you going King Richard? Are you going something else?
I'm gonna go Ghostbusters Afterlife because I'm seeing it on Saturday, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You seeing it in IMAX?
I'm seeing it in the IMAX in Leicester Square again.
That's really cool. So I saw it in the 270-degree screen, and it was like really cool. But like I think on IMAX it'll be awesome.
I think I'm just gonna watch all my films in IMAX now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no other way. After Dune, it's like maybe that sets unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
But definitely Ghostbusters.
Got a direct quote to read for you here. Christmas shopping can be a super stressful time, but don't worry, you can relax because we have your Christmas gifting covered with the Cineworld gifting range. Now you're looking at me all puzzled by that. So here's a video to explain more.
Look into our stars. You're feeling all warm and Christmassy, like a jumper made out of tinsel and mince pies and Home Alone quotes. Feels nice. You'd like everyone else to feel it too. We'll just leave this here. Gift someone a £25 gift card and you'll get £5 back. Relax. We've got your shopping covered. The Cineworld gifting range. Available in the foyer or online.
But there's so many more movies coming out in the rest of the year. There's Encanto from Disney. That's previewing from Wednesday next week. House of Gucci, which has been everywhere. You heard the Lady Gaga stuff?
I have not heard the Lady Gaga stuff.
She's playing like one of the lead roles, and she spoke Italian for 8 months to get into character.
Oh, that's dedication.
Try acting. You know, you don't have to pretend that much.
It's acting,
Jeez,
isn't it?
Gaga. And of course, it's finally here, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
It's so big
can't
and he's
wait.
so red. It's like these chairs.
This is IMAX. This is an IMAX film.
Yeah.
4DX, if I could put every different format into one screening experience, 4DX, IMAX, ScreenX, any others?
Super screen.
Super Screen, all of them at the same time. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
For me, it's Encanto. Is the film that I'm really excited about. Like you know, House of Gucci looks really, really cool. Lady Gaga is obviously awesome, but like Encanto, I mean Disney are on fire at the moment. They haven't had they've had a really good run of movies, basically. They haven't had a bad movie in the bunch as of late for my money. And I know some people who've seen it already and have said, like, it's really good. So I'm going to be checking this out next Wednesday, if I can do. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We talked about these last week, but our special screenings are coming up very soon, including Rocky IV, the director's cut.
I still haven't seen it.
Well, of course, because you're waiting to see the director's
Yeah, you
cut
should
on
go
the big
and see
screen.
it, shouldn't I?
But you need to watch, like, are you going to watch 2 and 3 in the lead up to watch?
Yeah, because I haven't seen those either.
Yeah.
I should do.
And 3's great. It's got Clubber Lang in it and Hulk Hogan.
This is the director's cut. Does that mean? What does that mean?
So, well, it means that the
More
robot,
montages.
Well, actually, here's the thing. So the robot has been removed, but because the robot has been removed and like he's taken out some of the other stuff, a friend of mine went to go see like a preview of the director's cut, and he said it goes from one montage straight into another montage.
Excellent.
So, and Rocky IV was nothing but montages. Like it was like montage, bit of exposition, montage, exposition. I think what like Sly Stallone's looked at me like, it's an awful lot of talking in this movie. Let's remove some of this talking and just do more training montages.
I like that.
And I know you're super excited about this. The 3rd to the 5th of December on IMAX.
Oh my
It's
God.
your format of choice currently, The Matrix.
Perfect rewatching before The Matrix Resurrections. I might do the whole bunch again. I could see this in IMAX. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's the film I've watched more than any other, because I did just watch it every day for 2 weeks in the summer holidays when I was a bored kid and it was too hay fevery outside. And then, yeah, I don't know if I have to watch the other two. I could watch half, if I just get rid of all the Zion scenes.
Maybe what you could do is go onto YouTube and watch everything you need to know from 2 and 3.
But yeah. Yeah, no, I cannot wait for The Matrix.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting it's happening so soon.
On the 7th of December, we've got The Nightmare Before Christmas. And of course, we've got the Harry Potter Marathon running from the 4th of December all the way through to the 12th of December. I think I asked you this last week. What's your favourite one?
Oh, did you ask me this last week?
I might not have done, in fact, actually. Maybe I asked
I'm
myself
worried
this
it'll
last week.
change. I would probably go for Azkaban.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's Goblet of Fire, actually. So I think you and I will probably be there December 5th, because that's our 2 favourite ones back to back. And then on my birthday, the 14th of December, possibly the greatest film ever made, Elf, is being shown on the big screen.
It's up there, isn't
Oh,
it? God
so
damn.
I'm actually getting a bit teary just thinking about it. I might just be thinking about Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Are you okay?
I've just had a kid.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah. So I think that might have something to do with it. But also, it's like, it's Elf, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
And for the event cinema, we've got Anything Goes on the 28th of November,
Christmas with Andre on the 4th of December.
and the Met Opera Live's performance of Eurydice on the 4th of December.
And you saw those tweet reactions to King Richard. They came from the unlimited screening of it, and we've got another unlimited screening of Pirates on the 23rd of November. Do you know what I love about unlimited screenings? You know what you're getting.
Yes, it's not a surprise mystery thing.
No.
It's just a film before the release that you can get before everyone else.
I know exactly what I'm getting into when I go and see this movie, and that gets a big thumbs up from me. So that's all we've got time for on this edition of the show. Please do go check out the podcast version of What's On, where we've got extra audio waffle, where we go through your comments that you'll be leaving on this video. We'll see you again next week. I've been Luke Owen,
I've been Ollie Davis.
and that's What's On.